Hi guys, this is Michael in Las Vegas. Just wanted to touch bases with the class and talk about a few things this week that have kind of my inputs from my placement this week. I've been there a couple weeks and I find that something is kind of really bothering me, and I'm assured by staff there that it's really not that big a deal, but something I just want to run by the class and kind of get some input. So I'm at a mental health therapy center or agency, and they provide individual and group therapy to address a number of things. A lot of the generic mental health stuff: depression, anxiety, anger management, some of the psychosis stuff, some of the severe things, multiple personalities, different things like that. So, I've been a social worker for a long time. I've had students at the BSW level that I precept for, and one thing that I thought was kind of weird about where I'm at, we always want to give a client an opportunity to accept or deny a student to be in a session. It seems like the default at my placement is for when a client shows up, I book myself, I let the therapist know that I'm available, and they could grab me and kind of take me out to the waiting room and grab the client. And some of the providers approach things a little bit differently. One provider might say, "Hi, Miss So and So. This is Michael. He's a MSW student. He's been assigned to do some of his hours here to observe kind of how we do things. Would you mind if he was to come in and maybe witness and kind of see how our sessions go?" And then that kind of gives them sure, he could come in, or maybe I'm not comfortable at this point because they might be in a week or two since they've been there, and maybe they've got something really, really personal they want to share with just their therapist. And so that's one way. Another way that really bothers me: some of the therapists they'll walk out to the lobby, we'll grab them, and they'll say something like, "Hello, Miss So and So. This is Michael. He will be observing us in our session today." And then it kind of leaves the client there like, wow, what's going on? When that kind of thing happens, I always take the time just to share with them on the way back to the room. My name is Michael. I'm a student. I'm just here to kind of observe what's going on and kind of give them that, a little bit of understanding what's going on. The thing it does for me is it makes me feel as though sometimes a client might be, pressured into having me in a session. I think that it violates one of the tenets of social work in that it kind of negates the ability that a client has towards informed consent and their ability to understand what's going to be happening in this session. They might be giving their permission, but I kind of feel like that they might be hijacked in a way to where they might feel that they don't have an opportunity to not have me there. I think when you mentioned the student thing, I wonder if maybe the clients are feeling like this is a kind of an experimental process at the agency, or if they're being treated like guinea pigs or something like that. And I just kind of feel that those kind of approaches might not be the best way to solicit permission for a student to go back there. I think that the way they're doing it doesn't allow a client an exit from the question. It's almost like they're being pressured into having me there. Because it literally gives them like the 3 seconds it takes to walk us out of the lobby into the hallway. It might be a little awkward for the client because we meaning me and the therapist, may not have any idea what the student's agenda is for that day. They may be, responding to some homework that might have given to them the week before, or they might be wanting to bring something up that might be of a nature that they might not have felt comfortable bringing up before. And being a student being there might be something that causes them maybe some added anxiety and some frustrations. and plus I'm a male, and a lot of the providers are obviously female in my agency, and so that might be a little bit of a problem as well. So that's kind of where I was going. My answer to it that I discussed with my field instructor was something along the lines of maybe the worker bringing them back into their office, and just for a few moments when they get there, simply talk about the fact that in our building we have a student here who's working on his master's in social work. Would it be fine with you if I was to go get him and bring him in here? And I think that in that environment where it's just them in their office in a secure place where they might feel safe, that might be a kind of a different way to approach this. And I think before I kind of push something like that a little bit more with my agency field instructor, I just wanted to get some feedback from you guys and kind of see how you guys are, what your impressions are for that. Any input would be great, and I look forward to hearing from you as many as possible. Thanks a lot. Bye.